Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full.
What the hell?
squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, that'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On play action, it's Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
chance to describe that one. I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Back to the ground with ETN. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
I ain't got no part.
Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
I forgot.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
Oh, come on!
You
already did.
If you do that, you start winning first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start winning first down.
I don't think you should wear
they need in order
You don't think I swear?
No, I want you to wear some leggings. I don't want you to wear the baggy pants. I don't want you to wear a shirt with the baggy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a play fake, Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1.
A girl on TikTok, and she was making the face because her dad was on the game.
On 2nd down,
once
more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And Hull clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
How about we do that? One more turnover.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kicks away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
That's exactly
what they look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Play action and throw one deep.
Gets this one to
On a second down now, the game that looks like it's going to go down.
rushing for them.
Now just deep
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
ATN with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Appreciate you, brother.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a give to ETN, and he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And you know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They go play action now. Lawrence being chased out left. That's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's on a punt for the first time of the night.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. The 49ers have now taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He's locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence rolling to his left. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? He's right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing.
Oh, he didn't catch that?
Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 38, Lawrence. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying out. Great catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw again on second down, Brady. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49-yard touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell me,
oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On play action, now Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure if someone is going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Thompson.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a one-way drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because of...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Lawrence will throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
But
it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.